Night number 1. She's very hungry. More. She's probably had close to 100 ml. She's desperately wanting more.
Okay, let's pull up a bit. Here you go. Go, quick.
Yep.
Okay. Oh. Let's try this side. Put it on your nose.
Does she not want anymore? Oh, might have gone up her nose.
Side. Try this way.
So, Pearl, day 2 at home. She's now had her second night here, and I think she's doing really well. She slept in a crate last night, and that seemed to work well after about half an hour to an hour of her freaking out and being rather annoyed by the fact that she was locked in. But after that she settled, and we had about 3 feeds during the night, and she actually slept until about 10 o'clock this morning after a feed at about 7. So that's very doable. I'm here trying to work, and just having her sitting here by the door in her bed. Yeah, she's strong, she's playful. I've given her a little bit of a wipe down, and just with a cloth and a very lightly soaped water. No sign of scours, which is good. And we even have a little bit of a system in place for wheeze and poos, which might avoid the need for something like a nappy. Yeah, I think she's doing fine. We go for little walks in the courtyard. She's very inquisitive. She's got the little leapfrog maneuver down pat now. Okay, Pearl, back to bed for a little while. I think she wants to play, not so much go to bed. Good girl.
Driving across the sort of another water story. hear stories from years ago about what that road was like. One time it was a certain dirt road in those times. It was much tougher and more adventurous.
Pearl's learning some new moves on day, what are we, day 3.
3. No! You're running me!
Good girl. Careful, careful, careful. Whoa. Lollipop. Oh no, is she purring?
Yes.
We don't have that system in Australia yet, so you can go, well, if the system isn't there, how is this a solution to that problem?
Pelly, Pelly.
Look, it is introduced by women. You've got to be wary of that.
Jesus.
Some businesses
I'll fix it.
say kind of leading ahead of time.
Pelly, Pelly. Oh.
Getting credit for that even if they're not 100% yet.
So what actually has asked a question of you, Craig from Newcastle? Peter Luckman South.
Pelly. Oh. Probably out there. I'm probably trying to dry it.
His show addresses powerful people advocating increasing our emissions by pushing for ongoing high pollution growth. Be they treasurers,
Alright, little beast.
speculators, or religious right-wingers, which is Peter's words there.
Gosh. So this is just coming up to 4 weeks now. Oh, goodness. So Pearl is 4 weeks old tomorrow. And the plan is to take her back to the farm tomorrow. And I've spoken to our neighbours, and they're going to make the transition much easier for her. I'm not quite sure exactly what's happening yet, but at the very minimum, they will give her a bottle a day whilst she's running with our flock, just to supplement her. But it might also be the case that they actually take her for at least the first few days, because they're now also hand rearing a couple of lambs, and perhaps she can just hang out with them for a couple of days and continue to receive more intensive sort of care in terms of bottles and hopefully spending a lot of time outside. But early. So you can see she's become very proficient at eating our garden here. She eats pretty much everything. Still particularly fond of mint. Good girl. What frightened you? The bird. Belly. She weighs just under 9 kilos now, So she was 2.7 kilos when she arrived. So she put on quite a lot of weight. And all the literature I have read suggests that whilst it certainly would not happen if she were with the ewe, and it wouldn't be desirable if she was with the ewe, assuming the ewe was healthy and well, in circumstances where she's being hand-reared, 30 days is kind of the minimum at which she can be weaned off milk. If she is eating roughage and greenery, which would activate her rumen. So she creates quite a mess of everything. It's fairly destructive. And look, quite apart from it not being certainly not ideal to raise her in inner city Melbourne, for a variety of reasons. The fact is we couldn't wean her here even if we wanted to, because as part of the weaning process she's going to bleat very loudly, and we just can't let her do that. So when she bleats, we have to effectively cave in and give her a bottle. So she would just never really be weaned. For the most part, the courtyard has survived her, although it's taken a bit of a battering. A lot of the geraniums are gone, a lot of the parsley, the spinach, a lot of the succulents. You can see there's a succulent down here that she's totally defoliated. A lot of mint. Had to move various things up onto the table. Not so much because I was worried about her chewing them, but because I was worried that they might have a level of toxicity about them, particularly bulbs and the like. She'll even jump up into this raised bed here and nibble on the rocket and the lettuce that's in there. She'll push the soccer ball around for a bit of a game. In this bucket here she's got some lucerne, which she'll eat, but it's not her preference. She does like the olive leaves and the branches from the tree up the back, which has been good because she can pretty much eat as much of that as she wants. Doves are waiting for their food. So it's been lovely to have her here, but there's no question it's been difficult.